Evening, guys. Evening, Ant. You all good, brother?
Yeah, very well, thanks. How about yourself, mate?
Not too bad. Looking very suave in your blue shirt there. Very nice. Very nice.
And I should do my button up actually. I don't want to scare everyone.
Yes, tuck your shirt in, lad. We're not in a caravan site.
Yeah.
One of my favourites said that on the Grand Tour. James May. Yeah, he's hilarious, mate. I love watching anything to do with them three. I'll watch for days. Grand Tour, Top Gear, anything with them three on,
You
I'll
ever
watch.
watch? My dad's a big fan of Clarkson's farm,
Love it. Fantastic.
and my dad's
And
my dad's actually been to the farm. Diddley Slot is it?
yeah,
It's not far from me actually. It's
it's in
Cotswolds,
the
Oxfordshire. You know.
yeah, it's where it's Cotswolds, isn't it? That
Yeah,
area.
it's not too far from me. It's about hour away, I think.
Yeah, I'd like to go there, but I'd want to go and see him. But how much is
Yeah.
he actually there?
Well, the other bloke who usually appears in it, what's his name? The weird one. What was his name? The one who helps out. He was there apparently.
Oh, okay. Caleb.
The ginger is he
Yeah,
ginger guy?
yeah, the young lad
Yeah,
who basically runs the farm for him.
yeah. So yeah, cool. So exciting times if you're a Tottenham fan, isn't it? God, what's happening here? What's happening with um we're finally starting to operate like a big club, aren't we?
Yeah, could say that early doors. Yeah, I mean the transfer window ain't even open yet, but it's like I said it's unheard of us going in and getting players before a summer window opens. We normally don't do our business. We'll normally get one or two in, and then we scrape around deadline day for what ifs. So
Well,
yeah,
the
it's
thing,
good to
with the
see
Senesi one,
Snessi.
with the Senesi one, I was having a debate with someone on TikTok, and people were saying, "Why would he want to join Spurs? You know, Bournemouth in Europe and all this stuff." And I was like,
Spurs are
"I'm
a
not
bigger
being
club than
funny.
Bournemouth.
Bournemouth, but again with Spurs, I don't care if Spurs finished 17th 2 years in a row. Bournemouth are a small club who are punching above their weight in the season, in the league, which I'm not dismissing the fact what they've done. So I actually like Bournemouth. I think they're good under Iriola. I think they're a good side, play some good football. Spurs have had a couple of bad seasons, but we're way above Bournemouth in stature, aren't we?
Yeah, of course we are. Of course we are. They'll never be as big a club as us. I mean, what's their stadium capacity? What,
It's
15,
14,000 or
14?
something.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, ours is 62, something like
Yeah,
that.
but not just that. History wise, Spurs are massive, isn't it?
Yeah, well,
Like I think someone had the
compared to them
debate.
anyway.
Someone said, "Oh, you know, Spurs all never won the Premier League and won the Europa League. What are they? You know, what are they really won and all stuff?" That people realise that it's not football never started when the Premier League started.
Exactly.
That's what I hear all the time. You know, you get all these graphs about the top six because we class ourselves as the top six, which I don't think us fans have ever classed us as top six. The media and stuff say it and stuff. Um, but even though, in stature we are really.
Yeah,
Um,
of course we are.
but they compare the trophies we've won compared to the others, and I'm like, yeah, but we have won a lot of trophies. We might not won a lot of trophies in the Premier League era, but we have won a lot of trophies.
Yeah, exactly. Mainly cups, but
Yeah,
trophy's a trophy, isn't it? At the end of the day.
exactly.
So, yeah, I mean, going on to the couple of signings we brought in, Andrew Robertson. Maybe he might. Every people argue, yeah, he's on the decline. But even a Robertson on decline is better than Souza and Udogi. So
Yeah, agree.
uh, uh, even if we just use him for next season, just to get us through until we can find a real proper ideal replacement. I think we all know, like building a squad and stuff like left back ain't our problem at the moment because we have got like do you know what I mean? Like I've been saying for ages, why don't we play Mickey at left back? Does for Holland.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Then you've got Senesi as your left-sided centre back. Then if we get Van Hecker, which I think we will do, I know we're piss balling about doing typical Tottenham crap again with the money side of things, but I do get. Part of me does get why they're playing a bit of hardball. The window ain't even open yet, and no one else has come in for him. They're going to try and haggle him down a bit more because he's on his last. He's only got a year left on his deal.
Yeah.
So they're going to try and rinse Brighton for every penny they can get, which this time around I kind of do get. But don't pussyfoot around too much because someone else will come in for him because he's a quality centre back. What do you reckon?
Yeah, I agree. Sometimes as a fan, it fucking winds me up when we're like, as soon as I heard the bid had been rejected, I know what's happening. I know what Spurs are doing. They're just they're haggling over a few mil or whatever. And I'm like, as a fan, I'm like, just bloody pay the money. We've been here before. We've been burnt before where we've not paid the money. Some other club has come along and they've paid the money, and I don't want it to happen again. And I don't think the owners or whoever's doing the transfer, I don't think it affects them that much. If a player like gets hijacked to go someone else, they'll just turn attention to someone else. But as a fan, we're the ones who have to put up with it. With other fans goading us, giving us banter and stuff. Oh, it's happened again, all this stuff. And I don't think they care. So I'm like, just pay the bloody money. How hard is it? Just pay the fucking money.
Yeah, and that's why I don't think. Oh, well, I was saying the other day. Now, I mean, all the reports are coming out with Savinho now that the deal is edging ever so closer.
Yeah, I've been hearing that. For the last week, though.
Yeah, but apparently they're holding out for. They want. I think I read this morning they want 62 million for him. They're not going to get nowhere near that because he hasn't been productive enough to warrant that high price tag. I think the only thing that's got going for him that he's still got long term left on his contract because he signed a new one last summer, and the fact that he's only 22. Do you know what I mean? He's got age on his.
I'm a bit like he's still there.
Contract, but it needs to
Froze
get done before. Yeah, that's right. I think the deal needs to get done before World Cup starts.
Yeah, I think the Savinho one, I'm a bit more acceptance to the fact that if they don't want to pay 60 million, I understand that one a bit more because he didn't, he's potentially a good player. He has potential, but he's not shown it fully at Man City.
Yeah.
But Man City are not like, with the players around at Man City, it's hard to really show his potential because the players in front of him, and when he plays, he only gets a few minutes here and there, so he doesn't get full whack at it. So them asking for 60 million, I actually think Man City are taking the piss a bit.
Yeah,
so I understand that one. With Van Hecker, for example, if he had 2 years left on his deal, he's a very good defender. I love Van Hecker. If he had 2 years left on his deal, I would understand it a bit more. But if they don't sell him, he's going to go for nothing next year.
Yeah, exactly.
Apparently, he's agreed terms with Spurs.
Yeah, and he's really sold on the De Zerbi project, which is good. Yeah, do you know what I mean?
That's the one thing that I'm thinking. I'm not as worried about getting hijacked on it as much because I think the De Zerbi factor will get over the line. I don't want to eat my own words, but I think I don't want to say it too soon, but like he'll whether another club comes in for him, I think he's sold on going to Spurs plus De Zerbi.
Yeah, agreed. Totally agree. Whereas Savinho one, I think that will take a little bit longer to get done, but we'll see. According to Fabrizio Romano, near enough advanced stages.
Which one? Slovenia one?
Savinho, yeah.
Which one do you think will get done first?
Oh, Van Heck. Van Heck will be done within the next couple of days, I reckon. I think they're just going to bite the bullet. I think they're just going to bite the bullet.
Bidding for him, and it'll be accepted.
We've had 2 bids rejected from him, haven't we? 40 and, well, I don't know what the second one was.
I reckon it was 45.
Yeah.
I reckon it was 45 with about 5 million add-ons or something, and I reckon Brighton want 50 million up front.
Not all transfers work like that now, though, do they? I mean, Bayern are still paying us for Harry Kane, aren't they?
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
But yeah, I'm expecting to have a here we go tomorrow or Tuesday for Van Heck.
Yeah.
And then Savinho.
We just love a proper left field one, like Rafael Leao from Milan.
Yeah.
Something like that.
I don't think that'll happen. I'll be surprised.
No, of course it won't. I think he's gonna go to Spain. His style of play suits Spain better. I think he'll thrive out there.
Well, yeah. So Van Hecker, I think that one, I think they want to get done before the World Cup. Savinho one isn't a desperate need to get done before the World Cup because he's not at the World Cup, is he?
No.
It's bizarre. So with the Savinho one, I heard recently off a couple of channels that Savinho was reluctant to join Spurs last year. Well, I thought he was adamant he wanted to join Spurs.
No, he did want to come to Spurs. Like he did want to come to us last year. He did, but they just didn't want to sell.
We at Tottenham TV reported it. Apparently, they read it off an ITK and they said he was reluctant to join us last year, but this year he wasn't. And they were taking the piss. They were saying, "Oh, so last year us finishing 17th and getting in Champions League, and he was reluctant to join us." But this year, us finishing 17th and not being in Europe, but suddenly he wants to join us. They were laughing about it, which is true, isn't
it?
Yeah, he was reluctant to join us last year. We was in Champions League, but suddenly he wants to join us this year, and we're not in Europe.
Yeah, exactly.
He wanted to join us last year. I don't care what anyone says. He got apparently he got blocked because it was a someone in the boards that blocked it.
Yeah, the City board hierarchy blocked it. Obviously, they obviously see, well, do you know what I mean? He's a potential investment, so let's stick it at one more season.
Well, I think they I read somewhere that they didn't want the same thing to happen like with a Cole Palmer, that they let Palmer go, and he ended up doing Chelsea really well. And you know what? They got absolutely robbed for Cole Palmer, didn't they?
Yeah.
That's probably why they want a lot for Savinho. So they don't want the same.
Who's the other one that's gone in it? Rico Lewis.
Who's
he went to Fulham. Didn't he go to Fulham?
Oscar Bob went Fulham.
Oscar Bob, that's it.
Yeah.
You watch him, mate. You watch him. He's going to be a great little player.
But he was a player that I thought we should have gone for.
Yeah.
He's better than what we've got.
Well, yeah, we ain't got anyone, have we, on the right-hand side, have we? Because Kudus is injured and Odegaard is he's not good enough, is he? Let's just be completely honest.
In January, if we were going after him and Fulham were going after him, he would come to us.
Of course he would, but it all depends whether City would sell to us, wouldn't they?
They're going to sell Savinho to us.
Oh, yeah, exactly. I think they're cutting their losses with Savinho, which ain't a loss anyway because they paid not a lot for him. I think they paid 25 from Girona.
Yeah,
and they're gonna get at least 50 from us potentially. They're holding out for a 60 million. But they won't get 60 million pound from him. No way. He hasn't had the output to warrant that price tag. But I think with us, he will get more space and time on the ball because, let's be honest, every time City play, they're playing against a low block all the time, aren't they?
Yeah.
So he's playing on that edge he's playing on the edge on the wing all the time, and do you know what I mean? The box is just crowded, so it's just pretty much a hit and hope cross all the time, isn't it? So
Yeah.
that's where he's not. That's why his numbers are dropping. It's not his fault, but I do think he's not been given nowhere near enough game time from Pep Guardiola because he is a talented player. We all know that. We can all see that he's a good player there. And he's got really hard competition in front of him. He's got Jeremy Doku, Ryan Shirky, Semenyo. He's got very high standing competition for places. Do you know what I mean? So I just, I think with us, I think he'll thrive, and I think his numbers will climb as well.
I heard was also linked. There's been players we've been linked to a few players. Like, don't know where this story came from, but we were linked to Nico Gonzalez at one point from City.
Yeah, I read that. I was one of it was one of one of them ITKs from X.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I'm just looking online now, just seeing who we linked with him because this website I do use, Google search it. They're very sharp with their updating.
Yeah.
And see, I've seen one just come up in the last 3 hours. Jean Mateo Bahoya from Eintracht Frankfurt.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, exactly.
Who the hell's that? Never heard of him.
He is a left winger.
Yeah.
His price tag, according to this, is 35 mil, around 40 million euros. And yeah, including bonuses to acquire financial fact. The London club considers Bahoya one of its main priorities for this summer window transfer market. It values him at 25 million euros, but Frankfurt are holding out for 35 to 40. We'll see. There's another one there, like Alexander Stankovic from Club Brugge, which I'm all for because Club Brugge seem to pull out flipping absolute gems, don't they?
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
I mean, look at that Solis. What a player he is. Player absolutely.
Big up, Kev, mate.
Big up, Kev, mate. Hey, I hope you're all good, my guy. I hope you're all good. Yeah, what position does he play? Yeah, defensive midfield. Do you know what baffles me with us? Why haven't we got this Paulinho deal done yet? Fuck's sake, just get that deal done.
Because I don't think it's going to happen.
It just don't make sense. It doesn't. It don't make sense unless we've got bigger plans. Like, bring his next comment up. This is another one I think I want to talk about as well. Kev's next comment. Like, if Spurs weren't willing to sell Vizquez, why set $1 million price tag on him? Exactly.
Have we set a $6 million price tag?
Yeah, we have. And I know I'm not being stupid or nothing, but at the end of the day, he's 19 years old. Someone comes in and offers you £60 million. You're not going to say no, are you?
No.
You're not going to say no because, all right, he looks like an absolute generational talent, but you don't know. Next season, he could have a Kulusevski type injury. You don't know, do you?
No.
So
the thing is, I'll be a bit pissed off if we don't see him in a Spurs shirt properly. Anyway.
Oh yeah, so would I. I mean, like, but see, this is my argument. Why can't next season our four centre backs be Senesi, Danzo, Vuskovic and Van Hecker? play Mickey at left back, have Robertson as the backup, sell Doggy, loan Souza, have Spence and Porro as your two right backs. Got a bit of, all of a sudden we've got a bit of balance in our team. Can you imagine if we signed Savinho, how good our left side now all of a sudden looks with Mickey Van der Ven and Savinho on your left hand side? It just looks so much better than
the thing is, like
Udogie and Tell.
We the thing with us fans, just Spurs fans, where we're a bit like if we're always trying to fit players in. Oh, if we sign a player this position, how are we gonna? What's gonna happen to that player? If we sign a player in that position, what's gonna happen to that player? And we're like, but to be successful, I want at least two players in each position.
Yeah, you do, because I know we're only playing one game a week, right? But we've still got potentially 2 long cup runs. So that's like an extra, like, you think the Carling Cup, we go straight into round 3 anyway, don't we? And the FA Cup. So you've got round 3.
Oh, we go second round of the League Cup.
Yeah.
Because we didn't get in Europe.
Oh, okay.
It's the European teams that go straight to the third round. Kev's put, if it was City, Liverpool, Chelsea, Arsenal, that they had Vuskovic, they would not sell him. Yeah, exactly, mate. My issue, the only thing about signing Van Heckler, which I want us to sign him, is that I'm worried about the whole Vuskovic thing. But why can't we keep them both? Why can't we just keep Vuskovic, Van Heckler? It's natural to have competition for places. I want players to be fighting for their positions, not be the only player in that position. And if they have a bad game, no one can be in that position. They're still going to be playing every week.
Well, this is like if you go back to the Poch era, right? Players like Dele Alli was safe because he knew if he had a shit game, he was still going to play the next game and the next game because there was no one else. There was no one good enough to give him competition on the bench.
Yeah.
So he could afford to have like lazy games and stuff like that where he didn't try as hard and everything like that. I'm not just saying he did or anything, but you know what I mean? In his head, there's no one on the bench who's going to replace me. I'm starting every week, mate. So this is what we need at Spurs. We need proper competition for places, and we haven't got that. We've got borderline average first team, and then you've got we've got players like Pat Matsar, Bergvall, Gray to bring off the bench to try and influence a game. It ain't gonna happen, is it? Do you know what I mean? Dominic Solanke. If Richarlison's having a bad game, which is half the 3/4 of a season, we've got Dominic Solanke who scored how many goals has he scored for Spurs in 2 years? Wow.
That's the thing, like Richarlison gets more goals than Solanke, but Solanke, I think Solanke's a better footballer. And they're both poor.
Yeah, they are.
But if I had to choose one, I'd rather Solanke.
Solanke suited Thomas Frank's style of football.
Yeah.
Ange just played him into the ground, and he was like used him as pretty much as a lamb to the slaughter. Do you know what I mean? Just dropping in and being extra man. Do you know what I mean? He was used all wrong under Ange. But
Kev's put, I'm being told it's not true. It's journalism rumours that the price has not been set. Can you confirm or resolve it? Is it about the Vuskovic thing?
Well, we don't actually know, do we? I mean, we would be absolutely stupid to come in to sell him now while he's so young but at the same time, he's coming off of an absolute phenomenal season for Hamburg.
You'd think we were trying to keep him there, wouldn't you?
Yeah, but the thing is, though, there are big clubs sniffing around him. Barca are sniffing around. Bayern are sniffing around.
Yeah.
And no disrespect, though, if you're going to sell him, sell him now, and you can put whatever figure you want because he's still got like 4 years left on his contract. You can put whatever figure you want and go, if you want him that bad, you pay the money.
Well, if it was him, what would you want to do?
If it was me, I'd keep him and build a fucking team around him, mate.
No, but as the player, would he want to stay and all that stuff?
Well, I'd like to think in his head, well, hang on a minute. Do you know what I mean? I've not even kicked a ball properly. I've had one first half of football in a pre-season friendly against Reading last season from. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, he should go to one of these big clubs and not even play, and then they loan him out, and then suddenly he disappears because he's not being played enough.
Exactly, it's a risk for him. I mean, with Barcelona,
I've got to carry on talking. I forgot to take my partner's book out, so I've just got to take the book out to edit it. Carry on.
Yeah, that's fine. Kev, if you're still in the chat, my man, who would you like to see Spurs sign in the summer? Like to see who you'd bring in and potentially sell as well. Selling's quite easily, I'd say, about 85% of the squad can flip in 0-1-2-1 in my opinion, but I know you can't do all that in one window. Do you know what I mean? That's suicide, especially with Johan Lang in charge of being left with in the charge of incomings. Do you know what I mean?
I mean, what is he still doing at the club?
Oh, I don't know. I have no idea. And do you know what the bad thing is? Well, he's got a rolling contract. So even if he gets sacked, it won't cost us anything to sack him. It's a rolling contract.
Yeah.
So you could say, see that now, but I think we need to get this summer window out of the way. If we have another bad one, then he has got to go. He has got to go because I would love to hear what his fucking excuse is this time. Oh, it was the World Cup.
Yeah, he's makes it laugh. A sporting director that don't recruit any players.
And yeah, the ones he does. I'd like to see, actually, I'm going to look it up now. We'll carry on talking. But I'm going to look up, another player we're linked to as well, Cody Gakpo.
Yeah, I've heard that. I don't, honestly, my opinion, I don't see that happening.
I think he's going to want to stay there and fight for the new manager bounce and stuff. I think he's going to want to stay there.
I've heard he wants to leave, but I think he'll want to go to a Champions League club. Yeah. I would take him all day long.
What players has
someone else put on? I noticed on a video earlier. It might have been a TikTok or something I was watching or something. I can't remember see it. Someone mentioned Angela Stiller, who you liked.
Oh yeah,
Angela Stiller. Yeah. I want Alex Scott. I don't know. I think Alex Scott's a player we should be trying to
get. Yeah, I like it, squad player, but again, we've got too many central midfielders that do the same thing. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
and
about Scott.
For Alex Scott to come in, Basuma's got to go.
He's rubbish anyway. Basuma's crap.
Oh, absolutely, I agree. But
the thing is, like with Scott, he'll know what it means to play, to represent Spurs. I know he's not played for Spurs, but he'll know because he's a fan. He'll know. He'll have that desire in him because he's a fan of Spurs.
Yeah, I would. Don't get me wrong. Right, here we go. Right, you ready for this?
Yeah.
These are the players in the last 18 months Johan Lang has signed. Kota Takai, 5.5 million. Yang
That'll
Min
probably never play for Spurs.
Yeah, Yang Min Hyuk, another one who's probably never going to play for Spurs, 3.3 million. Ashley Phillips, 2.5 million, potentially could play for Spurs. Antonin Kinski, 12.5. Wilson Odebear, 28.4. Matisse Tell, 38.5. Kevin Danzo, 18.4. Dominic Solanke, 65 million. Radu Dragusin, 28 million pound for that pig's ass. Lucas Bergval,
Go back to the
12
Dragusin
million.
one. Go back to the Dragusin one, sorry. Remember, May Laugh one, Bayern Munich after him. If I knew he was going to be this bad, I'd have let Bayern Munich have him.
Who's that?
Dragusin, you remember?
Oh,
He
no.
chose that over Bayern Munich.
Lucas Bergville, 12 million. Xavi Simmons, 50 million. Kolo Muani, a £6 million loan. João Palhinha, a £7 million loan. Total spent £317 million. And the only one who's been a proper success is Palhinha, and that was a £7 million loan fee. So how has that man still got a job? That's just the 18 months. He's been here longer than that.
Well, he should have been sacked when he did the interview at January, saying about waffle about, we're not going to be able to, we're not signing players basically for the sake of it. We need players that are going to improve our squad or whatever he said, or something like that. And we didn't sign anyone. He should have been sacked.
Yeah, agreed.
Like is he? So millions of Spurs fans all over the world can see we need players. Is he that thick that he can't?
Well, there's a reason why Villa got rid of him, though, mate. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's terrible. He's fucking terrible. You basically, to get a job at Spurs, you have to be shit at your job. I've worked it out. Yeah. Your resume has got to be, you've got to be sacked from at least 2 prestige clubs, and you're hired.
Yeah.
What a crap business module.
Well, it's not not a coincidence that Villa have gone from strength to strength, and Arsenal have gone from strength to strength since Vinay left, isn't it? Vinay's another one.
Mate, he's a fucking gooner.
Last year he was up Levy's arse last year, saying, praising him. I don't know how he can do it for so long, all this stuff.
But this year, proved Daniel Levy right, isn't it? Because he can't do it.
Yeah. But this year completely slagged him off, basically, isn't he?
Just answered his own question, innit? He goes, yeah, it is fucking hard, Daniel, isn't it? Because I've failed fucking miserably in my first attempt at it. Well, got a couple more comments from Kev.
Yeah. Can you see the comments now, then?
Yeah, I can. Problem is, I can't highlight them like you can. You must be the main admin of this stream because you set it up, didn't you?
I wonder if there's a way you can do it as well. I don't know.
No, I can get stuff up on the screen. Like, I'll see if I can bring up that slideshows.
Yeah, but Cookie and Sheriff can both bring up their comments, can't they?
Yeah.
Kev's, but it's really difficult because whatever we say we want is whatever we say we want, it's Enic who needs to get things right. I'm sick of Spurs being a joke and banter club to players. Not just to players, Kev, is it? It's the fans as well. And I don't want to keep mentioning it, but the whole Eze thing last year, whether he wanted to go to Arsenal or not, as soon as we balls it up, we were a joke to all the other fans. They were all bantering us. And I'm in an area where I'm full of, I'm in a family. I've got an uncle who's Chelsea, got an uncle who's West Ham. I know a few Arsenal people. and I was a bit, people gave me a bit of a joke and stuff, a bit of a laugh and banter. And I'm fed up with being the banter. We are basically the banter club.
Yeah. Right. I'm just gonna try and bring up.
Yeah.
Share
Kev's got another comment here. I'll read that while you're doing that. Kev's, but we need Premier League proven players. Anytime a player from abroad comes, it's a lottery if they take to the Premier League. Yeah, to be honest though, Kev, you say it's a lottery, but most players in the Premier League are foreign. So like,
yeah, the Premier League is made up of 74% foreign talent.
Yeah, so it's it might be a lottery, but in that case most people win the lottery then, because most players do well in the Premier League. You get the odd few that won't, but most of the foreigners
Just not
do.
ones that come to Tottenham.
not ones that come to Tottenham, yeah.
Right, 1 second. Right, yeah, no, it's just right. I'll just do it. I'll just do what I was doing before. Sorry, guys. 1 second. Share screen. I'll build it up.
Are you been on that table?
Yeah, right. Kev in the chat, mate. Would you be? Can you see it up on the screen, Ant?
I have to bring it up. Are you on about the table?
Not the table. The rebuild I've done.
Oh yeah. I've got to bring it up on the screen. One sec. That, yeah. Is that the one? So?
Hang on. I'll stop sharing and I'll come back into you.
Yeah. Oh, you've come off it now.
Oh, okay, right. Keep what you're doing.
You have to go back onto it again.
As you can see, we are both complete amateurs at this, guys. I do apologise. This is all alien to me right now. Can you see that?
I have to add it to the stream.
Yeah, there you go. Add it to the stream.
Yes, so Kinsey goal.
Obviously, I haven't put goalkeepers in there.
I'm not having Austin as number 2.
No, but obviously we are going to bring in another goalkeeper. We're just not linked with any yet. Not that I can say. But there was early in the window, about a week ago, wasn't it? Bart Verbruggen, but I can't see
them selling him and Vegetas.
No, but someone tell me that team, that formation. Why can't that team
win the league?
Push for Europe next. For Europe next season.
Not win the league.
No, you'd have to change a few for that. But that team, that to me is a solid rebuild, a start of a rebuild. I mean, because look at the bench as well. I mean, if Kudus goes down injured or he gets subbed up, look, we've got Akliush to bring on. Do you know what I mean? I've kept Kulusevski in there because we don't know. To be honest with you, nobody knows where we stand with him at the moment. We don't know if he's going to be ready for the season. I mean, Savinho there. I think personally, I've kept more there because I think he's going to come back this season and fight for a place. I actually do think that's what's going to happen. Obviously, we all know when there's no secret there. He is literally my ball playing central midfielder, Angelo Stiller. I think he's top class. Ben Tanker to come in and back him up. Madison, do you know what I mean? We've got Kulusevski there to back him up. I haven't put Xavi there because he's out till minimum January, isn't he?
Yeah.
And then you got João Palhinha there. But then you now all of a sudden you look at that team, that squad, right? A load of the kids have gone out, been taken out. Obviously, you haven't added the likes of Bergval there and Sarr. I think Sarr should be sold. I think Bergvall should be loaned. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But now you've got the one youngster there. You've got Archie Gray playing, but he can learn from João Palhinha. He can actually learn from him, be mentored by him. Do you know what I mean?
What about the Madison one? Who did you have as backup?
Kulusevski.
The thing with Palhinha, I think the reason we're not going for him is maybe we got someone else up our sleeves.
Well, maybe I do not know.
Maybe we're gonna announce a statement signing, bringing like an Adam Wharton or something.
Adam, well, I don't think. I think we need to get Adam Wharton out of our heads. That ain't going to happen.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
know.
As much as I would absolutely love and adore Adam Wharton coming to Spurs, I think he's got higher ambitions. I think he's going to go. I personally think he's going to go Liverpool.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I think he's going to go to Liverpool because, do you know what I mean? It's a no-brainer for him. It's a no.
Yeah.
His development will be. I think he's the kind of player Liverpool were lacking last season. They had injuries like us, though, didn't they? Do you know what I mean? I don't think Slot helps himself by playing Dominic Szoboszlai at fucking right back.
No.
Your best attacking midfielder and you're playing him right back. What the hell is that all
Liverpool
about?
fans didn't like Slot, did they?
Not in the second season, anyway. His first season, they waxed lyrical about him. He's a good manager. I just think personally, he got it. He had too many bozo moments. He mistreated one of their all-time greatest players, Salah, by benching him all the time.
Yeah, but Salah was shocking when he was playing. He was poor.
Yeah, no, he was poor, but do you know what I mean? It ain't gonna make him any better by just letting him rot on the bench, is it? You got to, do you know what I mean? He's your best player. He's just having a bad spell in his career. You got to stick with him. It's like
the thing is with Slot.
When we went all those games with Gareth Bale, not winning a game, 23 games or something like that. Hey, Redknapp still stuck with him. Just moved him up.
He's noticed with Redknapp. And he had an interview with this, and I remember him doing it actually. He was on the bench for a game, and I think Spurs were 4-0 up or something like that. And he put him on for the last few minutes of the game to make sure he'd lost the record. And he said if I'd lost at 4-0, I wouldn't have ever played him again.
Yeah. I loved Harry Redknapp. I love Harry Redknapp. I loved it when he was our manager.
You know what he said about Thomas Tuchel recently? He was doing like a question. The managers, they go to an audience and they start talking about their life and stuff. And they're talking about England, and he said, "I'm convinced that Thomas Tuchel is a German spy. He's been sent to destroy the national team."
Well, did you watch us last night?
No, I didn't even know England were playing. I'm not really bothered about these friendlies. This is the first World Cup where I've not been excited about watching.
Yeah.
Apparently we were awful.
Who do you think? Oh, God, mate, we were absolutely terrible. When you think the first half couldn't get worse, the second half did.
I'm contemplating whether I want to watch it, actually, to be honest, after hearing about it. And I'm not convinced with Tuchel. At first, I was so desperate to win something. I don't care. Mickey Mouse could have been the manager as long as we won something. But his team selection for the World Cup, I'm very pissed off about.
Well, why would you leave Adam Wharton out and take fucking Jordan Henderson?
But not just that. Gibbs White has had a brilliant
John's
season.
In the house. Big up, Johnny boy.
Yeah. Big up, Matt. John Stones. Big up, mate. I hope you're well. Thanks for coming on. So Yeah, so like as Anna Wharton's had a great season, Gibbs White's had a great season. Cole Palmer hasn't had a good season, but I'd still take him.
I would. Do you know what I mean? It's like the players he's left out. Do you know what I mean?
Why would you
But
pick? Why would you pick Ivan Toney?
it's because he scored buckets of goals in the Saudi league, didn't he?
He's in a
That's
Farmers
literally.
League.
Huh?
He's in a Farmers League.
Ivan Toney, for me, it brings something a bit different to your team. And let's be honest, if we ever comes down to a penalty shootout, you're gonna want to bring him on, ain't you? Because he's never missed a penalty, is he? So he's
I think we'll get knocked out in the quarterfinals this year.
Well, you look at our team and you think that team should be winning it.
Well, the thing is, I thought Southgate was negative. Like, I praised Southgate for getting us to the final. I was to say, well, Southgate got us there, so fair play. But I'd also blamed him for us not winning it because I didn't think he had it in us to win a final. I think he was too defensive in the finals. We came close a couple of times, didn't we? But he never has won anything. So I think he was too defensive.
Yeah, he was.
But Tuchel, I think he's quite defensive as well.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't even watch the full 90 minutes because I fell asleep.
Yeah.
That's how boring we was. And I looked at the team we brought out in the second half, and I was like, "Oh, good, we're right. We've got Elliot Anderson on now. We've got Bellingham on now. Do you know what I mean? Anthony Gordon on the left. Do you know what I mean? Right, let's go. Let's kick on." And nothing changed. It was just like it was terrible. The only good thing about that game was Spence got an assist to an ex-Spurs guy scoring it.
What minute did Kane score?
About a few minutes just before half time. Oh, thank you, John. I appreciate that, mate.
Thanks,
appreciate that.
Cheers, mate.
Let's get some numbers climbing up in here tonight. It'd be much appreciated.
Yeah.
Me and John was actually having an interesting chat this morning regarding Vuskovic as well as like the incomings and stuff like that. And what do you reckon, John? Do you reckon imminent Van Hecker? Think it's an imminent, like only a matter of days now before we do get that deal done, or do you think we're just going to carry on trying to stall them and someone else is going to come in and sweep for him?
Do you think we're trying to just? I've noticed a few of the other deals players we were linked to have gone a bit quiet. Do you think we're trying to get Savinho and Van Hecker ones over the line before we concentrate on other deals?
I think we're gonna. I think we need to get those two deals done before the World Cup starts, especially more so Van Hecker, because it's a peace of mind for the club, the fans. It's also a peace of mind for him. So at least he knows when he comes back. And let's be honest, the Dutch team will probably go to the later stages.
But not even that. It's a peace of mind for Brighton. It gives Brighton a chance to find a replacement.
What was that? Sorry, say that again.
It gives Brighton a chance to find a replacement as well.
Well, yeah, it does. Well, let's be honest though. They got one of the best scouting networks in Europe. They always find players, don't they? I don't know how they do it, but well, let's be fair.
John's put, I think we'll get him.
Yeah, totally agree.
But Pound Shot family need to pull their finger out.
Totally agree with that comment, John. Totally agree.
Are we surprised that they're acting like this? We have it every year, and I'm just fed up with. As fans, I'm just fed up with the same old story every year, and we're just pay the money. We're penny pinching for like a couple of million.
Yeah, exactly. I'd do £45 million with guaranteed 5 million add-ons 1 year later, and for a sweetener, we'll chuck Bergvall in for a season loan. There you go, done. get the deal done.
Nah, chat for
And I
Charleston.
think
For a season, mate.
Bergvall will do really well at Brighton because they seem to do well with young players, something that we're not good at.
Chat for Charleston in for as part of the deal.
Oh fucking hell! I reckon he's going to go back home to Brazil. I think he's going to go over.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? He has to have played his last game for Tottenham on against Everton. He had to have been his last
I do not
game.
want to see him in that starting lineup on the first day of the season.
If we go into this new season and we've got Tell still on the left, Richie up top, then it just goes to show we've learnt nothing as a football club.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I do not want to see beginning of August when the season starts, Richarlison and Tell. I don't even want to see him on the bench. Let alone do you know what I mean? Let alone the starting lineup. Do you know what I mean? It's just.
Would you keep Solanke though?
Only, do you know why? Only on the basis of he's English and we need more English blood in this team.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But it ain't going to happen because English players are way overpriced and do you know what I mean? It's it's just stupid.
In a relegation battle, I preferred Richarlison to play because he's done it for Everton. But if I had to choose one to stay, it'll be Solanke.
Yeah, because I think, like you said earlier, I think he's a better footballer than Richarlison. Yeah. Richarlison is just a poacher. He's just a weak poacher, isn't he? But he has got that world-class goal in his locker. But he's just not. He's not.
I find with Richarlison. Find with both players actually. Richarlison will have about 10 chances till he scores at one. So it's that similar to that sort of thing. Solanke won't have as many chances, but he'll be in the right place at the right time. When the ball does eventually come to him, he'll tap it in or something like that.
Oh yeah, I mean he's more than capable of scoring goals, but he never seems to be in the position to do it because he's always too deep, isn't he?
Well, he's coming out wide to get the ball.
Yeah, well, he dropped. I've seen him numerous times this season, like doing what Harry Kane does for Bayern. And what Harry Kane does for England, and he drops back in midfield. But the difference is there at Bayern, he's got Luis Diaz running that one side. He's got Michael Elise running the other side. He's got runners.
I think John's taking
a piss. We should get Muani and Werner.
I saw this and I was like, surely he's taking a piss, mate. Laughing face, yeah.
Mate, if we based on last season's performances from Muani, I would have actually taken another season loan for Werner. At least Werner put in a shift. I know, terrible, but no one could fault that lad's work rate.
His work rate was phenomenal.
Was fantastic, but he's just terrible.
His end product was poor. Wasn't it?
I mean, you look at him in his younger days, right? For RB Leipzig, mate, that guy was scoring goals for fun, wasn't he?
Yeah, it's like,
even when I played like football managers and stuff like that, and FIFA career mode, the first person I'd always sign is Timo Werner, like 93, 96 pace. Great finishing. Where you go. He's only 21, 22. There's your player. There's your striker for the next 5-6 seasons. Done.
Yeah.
But he went to Chelsea and he just got absolutely ridiculed.
I know.
He's put shockingly, Werner is better than Muani. He actually is. Muani.
Well, when we signed Muani, I was actually quite excited about it. I thought, he's quite a good player. Was I so wrong?
Oh, well, no, I weren't, mate. I know. I sussed that geezer out ages ago, mate. Everyone goes, yeah, but he was once a £90 million player. Yeah, because he had a fantastic season when he was young and hungry, looking for that big move for Frankfurt. He got his move to PSG. He was so poor at PSG, weren't sticking the ball in the net. flipping, they had to convert Ousmane Dembele from a natural right-sided winger into a striker just so they can have someone put the ball in the net for them, and the rest is history. And he got loaned out to Juventus. Done okay there.
You're right, Juventus, isn't he?
Done okay there. Then he come to us, scored 2 goals. Great.
He scored 3 in the Champions League and 1 in the Premier League or something.
I don't remember him scoring in the Premier League for us. I know he got 2 against PSG.
Yeah, he scored. He scored against Arsenal.
What was that?
When we lost 4-1 at home.
You sure?
He scored the goal.
Oh, I don't remember that. He might have done. Yeah, he might have done.
When Declan Rice made the mistake and he ran through and from an angle and shot and went in.
Oh, I don't. That's how little he's given us this season. I couldn't remember it. Should have been easy to remember, really, shouldn't it? Only scoring 3 goals. Yeah, no. I mean, John, if you're still there, mate, I'll bring up what I put on here earlier. The old. One sec. What's going on here? Because it's just like gone.
So
there you go. Right. If you're still there, John, would you be happy, John, with that Spurs rebuild? If our transfer window ended and that was our starting lineup for the first game, would you be happy with that? You think, right? If you go through it, like squad building, right? You've gone from Udogie there at left back and Tell left wing to Van der Ven left back and Savinho left wing. Massive difference in class, isn't it? It's like night and day. Do you know what I mean? You've got.
I don't actually think Van der Ven's the best defender in the world.
No, I don't think he is. I actually think he's a better left back than he is.
Oh, okay. Dave's gone. Bear me a second, people. Don't know what the hell happened there. I'm on my own. Dave Tennant. Yeah, yeah, there he goes. Oh, there we go.
Sorry about that. I clicked on the wrong tab to get rid of. My bad. Sorry about that. Yeah. It's a massive difference, John, isn't it? A massive difference. And to be honest with you, it ain't going to cost us the world. Do you know what I mean? You got Savinho will probably cost us 50 to 55. Same with Angelo Stiller. Akliouche on the bench will probably cost us about 45. Senesi and Robertson were frees anyway. Van Hecker is going to cost us, well, we know 50. So you're looking at about 195, and Vlahovic is a freebie. So you're looking at about £195 million there worth of talent, but it's talent that's improved our first team. And if we walked away and that was our window, I'd be like, do you know what? Fair play, Enic. You've actually backed a manager. You've actually properly backed a manager for once and given him a good fair crack of the whip. What do you reckon, Ant?
Yeah, no, I'll be very happy. Just need a new goalkeepers. I'm not convinced with Kinsey as well as Austin as the 2 goalkeepers. I've heard people say that give Kinsey a chance, let him be number 1. That's fine, but I still want another goalkeeper, and I don't want to. I want another goalkeeper, and I want them to fight it out over playing, not Why can't we sign why can't we sign a decent goalkeeper and let if Kinsey wants to be number one, let him fight for it. That's the thing, like I don't want the drop off to be so huge that if our main goalkeeper's not playing, he gets injured or something, the number 2 is really bad. I want us to be
I'd say Brendan Austin hasn't really had a chance to shine at Spurs, has he? He came on again. He played. I think I've only ever seen him play once in a Spurs shirt, and that was against Newcastle. Yeah, we lost. Yes, absolutely.
He played in Europe as well.
I'd love Mika Gotts at Spurs, mate. His stats last season were phenomenal and stuff like that. But
Austin played in Champions League games as well, didn't he? Or no, not Champions League, the Europa League game.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, and he got man of match against Newcastle. Yes, we lost the game, but do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
See, I like Kinski as well, but John, totally agree, mate. I would love Mika Gotts at Spurs. I watched a lot of him last season.
Yeah,
he's just deadly,
John, I like Kinsey as well, and I think he's done really well. But I don't want Kinsey and Austin to be our 2 goalkeepers. I think most clubs have like 3 goalkeepers. Austin as a third choice. Now, if we signed another goalkeeper, then I'd like Kinsey and the new goalkeeper to fight over the number 1 shot, and whoever's the best one be our number 1. But Kinsey's still young, isn't he? He's still young himself, so he could eventually be the main goalkeeper one day. But I want us to have the best squad as possible, and I'm not sure I'll be 100% happy if we had Kinsey as a number 1 and Austin as a number 2.
See, he's also just mentioned in the comments as well, like Hayden Hackney and Alex Scott.
See,
absolutely, right. I would take the pair of them.
I said to Dave earlier that I'd love Alex Scott, but
for that to happen, we would have to sell first. Basuma's going, so ideally that frees up a spot for Hayden Hackney. And if you could, if Sarr goes,
it's a strange
then that frees up for Hackney.
Strange one with Sarr, because at the start of the season under Frank, he was brilliant, wasn't
he? Then he scored 2 in his first 3.
Yeah, and he scored against. He didn't score against Manchester. No, he scored against West Ham. He scored against Everton, didn't he? But it's not just the goals. His contribution was really good. And then suddenly he was just left out of the team, and I'm like, what the hell has he done? He just couldn't get back in the team, could he?
No,
it must be something to do with training.
I don't know. I just watch him.
We signed Simmons. And he couldn't get back in the team after that.
I think he's in the wrong job, isn't he? He's a runner. He's a runner, isn't he?
Yeah, like I've seen glimpses of Sarr where you thought, he's actually there's a player there, but just not enough to keep him.
Bring up his next comment. Sell Vicario, sell Sarr Romero.
Yeah,
I'll even add to that as well, mate. Dragusin, sell
Richarlison,
Destiny Doggy, sell.
Destiny Doggy, sell, yeah. Yeah,
Richarlison. Me for next season, if we sign Savinho, I would play Mickey van der Ven at left back.
Yeah.
I would play Mickey van der Ven at left back, because you watch what he does for Holland, mate. You can see him when he got that ball, mate. He's got explosive pace.
Well, I'd like to think, going onto the team a minute, I'd like to think De Zerbi at the end of the season gave the board a list of players he wants and a list of players he don't want, and a list of players that he would or a list of players he doesn't want at a club, doesn't want us to.
I think he's already done that when he said, I've got about 11, 12 players I can work with here. Do you know what I mean? If that's not more a hint, I don't know what it is.
And he's probably given them a list of players that he would love Spurs to sign. But yeah, that made me laugh. That because when he said about when he said, he had only about 11, 12 players good enough to play for him. when he first came into the job, he said that he thinks his squad's capable of winning every game to the end of the season. Isn't it?
Yeah. Well, you look at it, right? If we sell what John's put here, he's put we could sell 8 players, right? Those 8 players, in my opinion, you starting from the back, Vicario, what are you going to get? 15 million for him?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah. Dragusin, probably the same.
They're saying 20, isn't it? They're saying 20.
Well, that's 20 million euros.
Oh, so yeah,
There.
15, say 30
It's
million.
about 15 mil, so that's 30. Basuma, he's going for free, so that's nothing. Saar, will we get 15, 20 for him?
Probably about 20, I'd say, yeah.
Yeah, so what's that? So that's 50.
Yeah.
Tell
That's the Van
like,
Hecker money right there, isn't it?
You know what I mean? There you go. That's Van Hecker sign. Then you got Tell, what we'll get 30 million for him, probably, if we sold him. Wouldn't get a lot.
I reckon 40.
Yeah, but that's at a push. That's at a desperate club. I mean, Porto are really hot for him, isn't they? Porto are really interested in him. So, and he's apparently come out and said that he wants to go. So you go, say for example, just say go with it, 40 for
yeah. Well, it'll be between 30 and 40, I reckon.
Then you got who else is there? Udogi, you'll probably get 20. There you go. There's your Savinho ball. So we've sold 5 players and we've brought in 2, but the 2 we've brought in improve our first team. So it's like for like. Yeah, we've trimmed down the squad, but
we need a smaller squad, don't we?
We do now this season. We don't need a massive, huge squad, but we still do need 2 for each position.
Yeah, we need 2 for each position, and then if you're in Europe, you need 3 for each position, virtually, don't you?
Romero, what do you reckon? 40 to 50 for him? 50?
I reckon we'll try and hold up 60 million.
I don't think we will, man, because I think the board are just going to want to cut their losses with him and get back what we paid for him, which was around about the 40 million mark.
I've also heard stories that if we'll be willing to do part exchange deals for him. So
who's the club's linked with? Who's he linked with though? He's linked with basically Atletico Madrid again, isn't it?
Atletico and Barca, the only teams I've heard.
Do you know what I mean? Barca won't.
Can't afford.
Who would you take from Barca? There's a lot of players I'd take from Barcelona.
Yeah,
which ones?
Let me listen.
Question is, which ones are willing to come to Tottenham?
Yamal, Rafinha, Pedri.
Oh my God, what I'd do for a Pedri in our team. What a football player he is.
Do you think if we'd
so good.
Do you think if we'd said to them, "Oh, Romero for Pedri," do you think they'll laugh in our face?
I think they'd say, "We're never doing business with you again. Don't even pick up the phone and call us for like."
I think Pedri would probably laugh at us as well, wouldn't he?
Yeah, of course he would. He's going to be another. He's going to be another Xavi. Just be there for his whole career. He's going to be another Xavi.
Yeah.
Start his career there, end his career there. He's just going to be a one club player. Yeah. So going back on who we sell, I mean, do you know what I mean? Unfortunately, we're stuck with players like Odebear for next season because he's injured. He's going to be out for so long.
He's trapped.
We can't sell him, but I would sell him.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Vlahovic on a free. Exactly, John. That is an absolute no-brainer.
Are you surprised that Spurs haven't tried to sign him?
Well, apparently we are. We're flirting with the idea. Flirting is the word I read earlier. Let me just go back on.
You know what saying I hate in football? We're monitoring the situation.
Yeah.
You're either after someone or you're not.
Let's read what my trustee website.
Put Silva on a free. Is that David Silva?
No, Bernardo Silva from.
Oh, Bernardo Silva, not David Silva. Bernardo. That's what I'm on about.
I don't think. we could
For his
attract him
wages.
because he's on such high wages.
I don't think he'll want to come either.
No, I don't think he will, to be fair. Right, this is what my trusty website has said to me this morning about Dusan Vlahovic. Tottenham is reportedly interested in Dusan Vlahovic. He will leave Juventus as a free agent this summer as an agreement on new contract was not reached. According to Andrea Lasapio of Corriere dello Sport, Milos Vlahovic, Dusan Vlahovic's father, requested a signing bonus and a commission of 30 million euros for himself. That's the reason why he didn't get the new deal done with Juventus. That's mental. The request also included a 5-year contract for his son with a salary of 8 million euros per year. He wants 8 million euros a year. What's that tally up to? About one.
That's 125, that's 125, 130,000 a season.
Yeah, a week.
A week, yeah, that's what I mean.
Tottenham are heavily monitoring the situation, and Spurs have a strong need for a top-level goal scorer.
I'm a bit worried about that one because his dad wants that much money. I'll send him the fuck off.
And then another source has come out and said sources revealed that representatives of Dusan Vlahovic have held talks with Tottenham over the last week over a prospective summer move. The striker is set to become a free agent and he is out of contract this summer.
The thing is, I think Spurs need to pull something out of the bag, like a big, like a monster signing, like a statement signing.
But then, see, I think a monster signing with us, right? I do not understand why we can't flirt. Why can't we even like just poke our head through the door, right? Yeah. And why can't we go in for a player like Rafael Leao? Even make he said my next league will either be the Premier League or the Spanish League.
Yeah.
Why can't Spurs go in and try and sell him a project and say we're going to build? You are literally our number one target. Do you know what I mean? Right? We think you've got all the attributes to take us to the next level. Really sell him a project. It's a big ask because he's not going to be short of a few admirers. Do you know what I mean?
But any player, at the end of the day, these players are human at the end of the day. And if you sell them a project and say, De Zerbi went up to him, I'm sure De Zerbi's got a bit of charm about him. And if he said to him, you know, you're our main man, we're going to have you on the left, we're going to, this ambition is to get back in Europe, and says all this stuff to him. And I'm sure he'll be, I'm not sure, but there's always that chance that he'll think, actually, yeah, I want to come.
Well, do you know, back in the day, mate, Spurs, they lured in Van der Vaart.
Yeah.
We lured in Jurgen Klinsmann. So we have got pulling power.
But even, I still think
he's not on astronomical wages either.
The thing is, he could go to, an Arsenal, for example. Where's he going to play? He could go to a Chelsea. They've got about 100 winners. Where's he going to play?
See, I can see him selling out and going to a Chelsea. That's what I can do, and him doing absolutely fuck all there.
Yeah, well, look at Garnacho. I know Garnacho is bad attitude and stuff, but he has so much potential as a kid, didn't he?
Garnacho still has, though, doesn't he? But I think Chelsea are just doing everything wrong. They're now starting to do things right. They've hired a top-class manager, in my opinion, Xabi Alonso. They've got no Europe. They're like us, mate. They've got no European football next season. If they make some good, strong signings, I mean, you look at their midfield. Their midfield three: Cole Palmer, Enzo Fernandez, and Moises Caicedo. Mate, that's stronger than City's midfield three.
Yeah.
But the problem is they've got João Pedro, got a great striker. But for me, they lack I mean, they've got this young Esteval, young Brazilian, who's supposed to be the next big thing coming out of Brazil, who does look good,
Yeah.
but he unfortunately got injured.
John's put Bernardo Silva at Barcelona is one of the options, but I've not made any final decision yet. There are many options. I respect all interested clubs. Yeah, I can't see him choosing us over some of these other clubs that might be after him.
Well, I see. I've also read Barcelona can't afford. They can't really afford him because they've spent all their. They've put all their eggs into like
Gordon.
players like Anthony Gordon and stuff like that. And that was a random one.
Yeah, quite nowhere, doesn't it?
I'm like,
That must be
why?
in the
I
pipeline
don't
for a
get that.
while.
Why spend £70 million on Anthony Gordon when you could have got
Not
the
fine
player
for
who's been
Rashford.
on the last 6 months of you on loan for less than half the price?
Yeah, they're
Who I
moaning.
think, to be fair, on his day, Rashford is a better player than Anthony Gordon on his
Yeah,
day.
yeah.
That to me just does not make sense. But then again, they obviously see something in him that what everyone else don't. Do you know what I mean?
Don't you like Gordon then?
I like him. I rate him very highly, but I think Rashford's better. I think Rashford
Yeah.
all round game's better.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
And in the end, I'm going to try find a team where they want me and I feel like they really love me. That is very important. And the day I make my decision, they will know. Let's be completely honest, mate. He is not going to be short of any admirers, is he? Do you know what I mean? He can play a 10. He could be the 8. He's played on the right every now and then, sometimes to see when they've had injury problems. And he's a great player. Do you know what I mean? He's just a fantastic football player. I would take him in an absolute heartbeat at Spurs, but I just can't see any world where Bernardo Silva is holding up a Spurs shirt. I just can't see it. He could walk into pretty much any team in world football.
But before we know, there might be something going on in the battle in the behind the scenes that we don't know about. It just suddenly comes out of the blue.
I agree with your next comment. Why can't Spurs show love to him? I honestly do think they're probably working on something on the background, but
Before we know, we might sign a Bielovic or a Bernardo Silva.
Imagine if we signed Bernardo Silva, mate. Oh my god, it'd be euphoria, wouldn't it?
What's that?
If we signed Bernardo Silva, what euphoria that would be.
That would lift the fan base, wouldn't it?
Oh my god, absolutely. We'd have to break the wage structure, and he'll be the highest paid player on the team by a country mile. It'd be probably 250 to maybe 300 grand a week, but
he deserves it, doesn't
he? He is. Oh, he's just everything. What I love about a central midfielder, a ball playing central midfielder. He does it right. Do you know what I mean?
If I was Bernardo Silva, I'll be done. Okay, if I'm gonna come, am I gonna be feeding the balls to Richarlison, or are you gonna get me a Vialovic to feed the balls to also as well?
Well, yeah, he's had his job easy for him. He's had Erling Haaland.
What's that?
He's had Erling Haaland for the last 3 years to. Do you know what I mean? So Haaland just literally sits on that shoulder of that defender, mate, and that's why he scores so many goals. Because he does his job properly. That's why Harry Kane scores so many goals, because he does his job properly. Richarlison just floats around the D. There's 2 players marking him. Well, I'm not going to move from here because I'm comfortable here. Do you know what I mean? It's just like definitely can get marked out of the game by a traffic cone. Richarlison, he's terrible. He's absolutely
Remember when he
terrible.
played Liverpool a couple of years ago? Van Dijk bullied him, didn't he?
Oh, it was easy, mate. Van Dijk must have saw that lineup and go, "Oh, I'm gonna have a fucking field day with this prick." The stage, like I've seen more movement from the fucking Statue of Liberty. The only time he moves Richarlison is when he's pressing.
Yeah.
That's about the only thing he does do right.
It got to a stage now where referees won't even they won't even give him fouls, will they? Because he's on the floor all the time.
Mm.
And he's always rubbing his back.
Only thing is, he's on 300 grand a week per week, but I reckon he will take less. Is that Bernardo Silva or Vlahovic?
Well, Vjanovic is on a lot, isn't he? As well.
Yeah, yeah, but I think if he's completely honest with himself, he's not going to get nowhere near that salary now. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He hasn't been as
Oh,
productive.
about Curtis Jones? He's going into Milan.
I like Curtis Jones. I think he's a good player.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's talking about Silva. Yeah. I mean, he will still be the highest paid player at Spurs, but I think we could probably talk him down to 220, 250, but they'd have to break our wage structure.
You know what? Just break the bloody wage structure.
Well, yeah, exactly.
We talk about being a big club, but we still operate like a small club, don't we?
In football, the big clubs are a big club for a reason.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? They go the extra mile to get that player. Do you know what I mean? Like Real Madrid now, one of their hierarchy is he wants Erling Haaland at Real Madrid. He wants him. And he says, I'll get him. Yeah. And he goes, if I don't, it's going to cost him money because he's going to have to pay the fans a lot of money.
John's put Vjanovic would be on 200k per week if it's direct on his 10 million wages free transfer.
Well, yeah, exactly. But see, I'd be happy to pay him 200 grand a week because he's not costing us nothing to bring into the club. He will probably get a big signing on fee, probably 3 to 5 mil.
Big up,
hey, Cookie. Big up, Cookie. You right, mate? Stick the link in and see if anyone wants to jump on.
Yeah, we'll do.
He wants 8 million plus two. Yeah, right. Yeah, that makes sense. That kind of makes sense. That's the thing. That's the joys of when you're a free agent. You can demand higher. You can You can request higher signing on fee, can't you? It's like it's a win-win for you if you're a free agent.
Yeah.
But I know there's more to it. There's more to it than that. Do you know what I mean? There is more to it than that. I mean, you got the agent wants a slice of that fee. A fee. He wants a little fee for himself as well, doesn't he?
Yeah. So yeah, John's put he wants 8 million plus 2 million. And then John put big up Clutchy. There's a link if anyone wants to come on. And then Clutchy's
Come on, boys, jump on. You know you want to. Come and have your say.
Yeah.
So I still want to do this show with Cookie and Sheriff on, because normally it's us on their show doing all the talking. I want them on our show. Let them do the talking. Role reversal, you see.
Yeah.
I'm all for it. But yeah, no, it's still very early days, but just for once, you know what I mean, we look like we're actually moving in a forward direction, like there's a plan.
Yeah.
Cookie, I don't talk. Yes, you do, mate.
You don't just talk, you ramble, mate. I'm only
I
joking.
can listen to Cookie ramble all day, mate. He in the day wants exactly the same as what we want. We all just want our club to be moving in the direction and pushing. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we want to see a bit of fight in our team. Do you know what I mean? That's all we ask for. If we don't win trophy, okay, fair enough. Move on to the next season. Build on. We'll build on what you've developed that season. Build on it. Don't just like do what we did under Poch. Got to a Champions League final and then bang, that's it. Do you know what I mean? Just put the brake on everything. Yeah, it's shameful. It's absolutely criminal. We had Harry Kane as a striker, and we didn't build a proper squad around him. We just flirted in the transfer market. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's just like exactly what John's just put. Build it, and they will come. Well, that from the film Kevin Costner film Field of Dreams, like the baseball film. I'm sure that's where that quote come from. Correct me if I'm wrong on that one, John.
Tell you about the news about Poch going to Fulham. Was that a
Do you know what? Right, it just popped up. I put it in Mark and Cookies and Sheriff's group chat this morning, and apparently he's been in talks with them for weeks. Apparently,
you believe it?
well, yeah, I do. I think he's done with the USA job. His contract runs out.
I think he wanted to come back to Spurs, didn't he? But I don't think that'll happen now.
I think now. Yeah, I know. I thought I was right. I do. I have seen more films than probably what I'd like to admit.
Honestly, Tucci's put selling the project. It's not hard, is it? No, it's definitely not, mate.
No, it ain't hard. But when you've got Johan Lang trying to sell you a project, it'd be like it's like him going over to Arabia and with a jar of sand and saying, "Do you want to buy this jar of sand off me?" Well, no, mate. We've got fucking millions and millions and millions of square foot of it. What's the point?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Will he go to the Gooners? Who's that? Bernardo Silva? Who's that?
No.
What player's that, Cookie? Is that Silva, Rafael Leao, who we've been talking about?
Who were we talking about?
Just trying to think who we've been talking about the last few minutes. Bernardo Silva, Rafael Leao. That's pretty much it, isn't it? In the last 10 minutes.
Did we mention something a minute ago? Oh, Poch.
Will he go to the Gooners? Mate, if he did, mate, he's dead to me.
Yeah, I don't think that ever happened. I think he has said that in the past. He'll never join Arsenal. Never manage them.
I don't think Arsenal personally would take him anyway.
No,
he's not got that proper true winning mentality. But then again, neither is Arteta. So I
know Arteta has won the lead, but before they won the lead, there was no difference between Arteta and Poch. Poch has got us to finals and failed. So has Arteta. It's only this season they won the lead.
Arteta,
will be gone within 2 years. Yeah. The thing is with Arsenal fans, I'm gonna be a Mia now where I'm gonna slag off Arsenal. 1 minute all their fans like Arteta in, Arteta's doing a great job. We love Arteta. Few bad results, and they're like, this manager's got to go tonight. And I'm like, make up your mind.
Yeah, it's true, but do you know what, right? His players didn't cost him the final, the Champions League. He cost them the final.
It was too negative, wasn't
he? He was so negative in his play. Do you know what I mean? You could see him screaming at his players, get back, get back, get back, help out, help out. Hang on a minute, you've just gone 1-0 up. You've now got a bit of momentum in you. Go, push forward, because Spurs have proven PSG can be attacked on and broken down.
We may
done
have
it.
lost to PSG twice, but we showed more attacking intent against PSG than Arsenal did, didn't we?
Mate, in the Super Cup final, mate, they didn't get the ball in our half till about the 75th minute.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
It's just that our play
in the Super Cup final,
Frank just made the wrong substitutions at the wrong time.
And also PSG finally woke up and was like, "Oh shit, we might lose this." Critics put, I would take Bernardo Silva. We haven't seen a player with touch and skill who can run a game like that for a long time. Now, the fans would love Silva, wouldn't they?
Oh my God, that would unite the whole fan base if we signed Bernardo Silva. It would absolutely unite the fans, and like, do you know what I mean? It would be an absolute revelation. It'd be an absolute revelation. Do you know what I mean? It'd be shirt sales. His shirt sales would boom.
That's what I think they need to try and sign a player like that. Maybe not him, but a top player, because that will make shirt sales.
Imagine our transfer window of all three signings.
You haven't got a Stewie do. Yeah, I know, John. Yeah, I know. What were we saying?
Imagine our transfer window. It'd be funny, wouldn't it? Robertson free, Senesi free, Vlahovic free, Bernardo Silva free. That'd be what a transfer window.
And you know what? There'll be Spurs fans out there moaning, "Oh, no, we've not signed it, not spent any money and all that stuff." Even though that the players we have signed on a free are top players.
Oh yeah.
We
do 100% need to now. If we get Van Hecker done, right, that's your defense sorted now.
Yeah.
Move away from the defense, right? We need now a proper CM, a ball playing central midfielder, and we need a proper left winger. And we need a proper striker. But I think De Zerbi knows that, doesn't he? He knows he can't go into a season with Tell, Richie and Solanke leading our attack next season. That just cannot happen.
Yeah, John, when you said I originally you said I wore all that on Spurs X, I was thinking, what the fuck are you talking about, war? And I realised you meant vote. I had a debate with someone over TikTok who said, "Oh, Senesi's average," and I was like, "He's just a player of the year for a team for Bournemouth." And people might say Bournemouth's little old Bournemouth, but they finished 6th in the league,
and at the first time they've ever qualified for Europe as well.
But it's because Spurs signed him.
Yeah.
If Chelsea had signed him or Liverpool, everyone would be saying what a brilliant deal it was.
Yeah, exactly. It's because we're just hated on so much, aren't we? We're hated on so much. Do you know what I mean? But not as much as Arsenal, though. Arsenal are well hated, man. Everyone, I've never seen. Normally, right, when it is an English team in the Champions League final, you root for them, don't you? City in the final, Liverpool in the final, you're rooting for them, aren't you? You want the cup to come back home to England. But because it was Arsenal, not just the fan base, the Spurs fan base, every fan base was like praying for a PSG win.
Well, I was, when PSG won the penalty shootout, I was celebrating as if it was my team, as if it was Spurs playing.
I was, mate. And do you know what? For all the players to miss the penalties, the two I wanted to miss, Gabriel and Eze, the two players I really wanted to miss their penalties.
I know, and I was like, it sounds harsh because I can imagine it'd be hard. Like, it's really like to miss a penalty, it must be awful. But when Eze missed, I was like, ha ha ha. That's what I was like.
You little jumped up little mug and you silly little.
And when Gabriel missed as well, that was just the cherry on the top, basically.
Thank God I never signed for that club. Yeah, look what's happened to you, mate. Yeah, you might have won a league, but you've just lost your team, the one they really wanted, the Champions League.
I heard recently that, Arsenal after Morgan Rodgers?
Mm.
I heard recently they were going to they might use Eze as part of the deal.
No, surely not.
But Eze's only turned up in 2 games. You know what? I'm actually convinced Arsenal only signed Eze now to stop us getting him.
Probably.
Because they never pick him, do they?
He didn't play as many games. I'll put it this way: if he was honest with himself, he didn't play as many games as he wanted.
No.
No way.
But again, this is funny. Did you see Brennan Johnson celebrating on the pitch about winning Conference League? He didn't even play.
Oh, yeah.
He didn't even play in the final. And
I was reading up something, and
sir?
I was reading up something about it, and everyone was saying like he is probably one of the worst signings we've ever made.
I wouldn't say that because he has scored a lot of goals, Johnson.
No, not us. Palace fans.
Palace, yeah, no. Yeah, they don't like him, do they?
35 million for that donkey is probably what most of the comments I've read. Same thing, 35 million for that donkey.
Well, what they expect to get the best out of Johnson, he probably needs to be in a different system. You need the ball to be played at the back post for him to tap it in. He'll do that, but if you're expecting him to take players on to cross a decent ball, then he's not going to do that.
He is suited to one style only, and that's Ange's system, which is just literally gung ho football.
Yeah. I thought when he first came to Spurs, I thought his all round play was decent. Actually, he's got a few assists, but in the season that he scored, funny enough, the season he scored season 4, when he scored all those goals, that was the season I realised he's actually not a very good footballer, because he would be anonymous all game and just always pop up with a goal, wouldn't he?
Go back to Cookie's comment. Just bring it up quickly. The one about Bernardo Silva. Couple of comments up.
Yeah.
We haven't had a player like that since Moussa Dembele. Yeah. When did he leave? In the 2019 season? When we got to the Champions League final?
Was that the season?
Yeah.
I bet he wished he stayed.
Well, the only reason why we sold him because he was leaving for free in the summer, and Daniel Levy wanted to get a bit of money for him, so we sold him to the Guangzhou Evergrande, wasn't it? Chinese team.
He's disappeared, hasn't he? Is he retired now?
Oh, Dembele has, yeah, retired a couple of years ago. I'm sure he did.
He's never come back, has he?
No, what a great player he was, though, for us. Every time he started, do you know what? This is why I miss the Poch era.
Yeah.
Like the early days of Poch era, like when you had Lloris in goal, Danny Rose, Carl Walker as your wing backs, Toby and Jan as your centre backs, Victor Wanyama, Moussa Dembele holding the midfield, Christian Eriksen in front of him, Son and Dele, then Kane. Do you know what I mean? What an absolute team that was. And I felt confident. It doesn't matter who we were playing, home or away.
Yeah.
I felt confident we could beat anybody.
Yeah.
With this team we've got now, I'm thinking, oh, how many are we going to lose by?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And it is just so sad. And it all boils down to you've got to blame the owners for allowing it to happen.
Yeah.
They've put the wrong people in. They've sacked the wrong people. They sacked, do you know what I mean? They sacked Paul Mitchell, who was doing an absolute amazing job with his scouts.
He left, Paul Mitchell.
But
I think he resigned, didn't he?
Well, yeah, because he
fell out of Levy.
He couldn't work with Daniel Levy anymore.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Just couldn't work with him anymore.
I think Levy interfered too much.
Well, yeah, he'd bring in, he'd leave in. He would go like, "Excuse me, mate. I'm like head of your scouting network, right? I'm bringing you lists of players, and you're going out and doing the complete opposite." And I think he just, you know what I mean? He just had enough. Enough is enough. And we lost a great scout there. A great eye for football. And who what's his name now in charge of our scouting network? What's his name?
I know.
Oh, what's the geezer's name? Oh, I'm gonna have to look it up. Um, who is Spurs head scout? Oh. Rob McKenzie, that's it. Absolute fraud. In sporting director, yeah, he oversees the club scouting and recruitment operations. This is why we've gone from being a European outlet year in and year out to 17th twice in a row. That is why. And not more bad decisions from the owners, allowing these parasites being in charge of scouting and running our football club.
Yeah.
Absolutely embarrassing, shameful. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The whole lot need to go, and this is what.
Nigel's in. Evening, chaps and chats. How is everyone? Big up, Nigel.
Big up, Nigel. You're right,
yourself. Hope you're good, mate.
What is that? I'll bring it up again. Saves you going back. I'll ask it. I'll ask Nigel. He's got a good eye for players and stuff. Do you know what I mean? Oh no, I can't do it now. Don't worry.
So,
I think. Did all that come up? Removed from the studio? No.
were you there?
Just seeing if I can bring that thing up again. That old lineup thing. No, don't know what's happened. See if you can bring it up. Can you bring it up from the group chat?
Oh, yeah. Here you go.
Yeah, Nigel, would you be happy with that if that was the end of our window? Oh, actually, that's a different one, isn't it? That's the other one I put the other day.
That's when you had. Oh.
Yeah, because I had Mickey at left back with Senesi, and then take out. Well, that would be. I'll take that as well. To be fair, Bruno Guimaraes. You know what I mean? I'll take that all day.
Yeah.
And I'll take Gonzalo Ramos up front. Do you know what I mean? I'll take that as well. But the other one I've done was just a little bit different. You know what I mean?
The other one you done was probably more realistic, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, there's no way in absolute hell that we get a Bruno Guimaraes. There's no chance in hell we get him unless we pay over £100 million for him. Because that's the kind of player.
When I heard the links, I was like, I'd love it, but it's never going to happen. Who do you prefer, Guimaraes or Gibbs White?
Oh, Bruno Guimaraes all day long.
Yeah. Gibbs White in a bad second choice, though, is it?
No, he's not. He's very decent. I do like him. I do like Morgan Gibbs White, to be fair.
No, I just put who's in midfield, Dave?
In my new one, I've put Paulinho as the 6. So, and I've put in my new one I've done earlier. It was Angelo Stiller and James Maddison, the creative side. Do you know what I mean? So Madison.
To be honest, if we have so many injuries, we'll probably need about 4 or 5 players in each position, won't we?
Yeah, we would. If we do have, is an interesting topic. Imagine if we have another injury hit season like we did. Then you're going to have to. Something ain't right at Tottenham. 3 years in a row, we've got stupid amounts of injuries there. I mean, what the flying fuck is going on at our club? How I don't believe in curses and voodoo shit. Do you know what I mean? See, he's put there. John's put. We play 4-2-3-1, but you can mix that midfield in many see that is a 4-3-3 holding, but I would do it as a 4-3-3 attacking because Zerbi likes to play attacking football, doesn't he? So he'll have one holding protecting the defence, he'll have 2 technically. He'll have a number 8 just in front of the 6, and he'll have another 10 go drifting across. Like they'll be drifting across. The 10 will be drifting across these areas here, so making him finding space there. And what you will have there, right, with that starting lineup, you've then got explosive counter attack. So then you'll have Kudus, all that space to run into down the right hand side. Then you'll have Fabinho that side, and then you've got the choice then of, say for example, we have got Guimaraes in the team, and then you've got the of Guimaraes and Maddison finding them.
Nigel, Dave was saying Vialovic, whatever his name is.
I said, yeah.
I'm in the camp of I don't care as long as it's not Richarlison and Solanke.
Yeah, I would. We can't sit here and turn around and say you wouldn't take a punt on Dusan Vlahovic. He's available for nothing. That is to me, it is the ultimate no-brainer. More of a no-brainer than Senesi and Robertson. But I would take the guy from PSG as well. Allegedly, he's been offered to us. Player. Is that a sorry bargaining ship from PSG to say, yeah, we kind of fucked you over with Mawani. Try this guy. Do you know what I mean? But I would Vlahovic or Gonzalo Ramos. I would take any one of them two because the problem we've got at the moment in world football, the striker market is very thin, isn't it?
Yeah.
There's not many strikers in the world now because, like, most strikers now are being converted to wingers, aren't they?
Yeah.
So, do you know what I mean? It's like players like Ousmane Dembele from PSG. He's been converted from a winger to a striker. He's a rare breed, isn't he? He's rare.
Yeah.
So it's hard. I mean, there's a lot of them I'd look at and say, what's he pay? I like Vlahovic too, but still brought up a good point that Zerbi plays a pressing game and Vlahovic doesn't press. He did actually. I watched his analysis of him. His pressing is atrocious, but that could be drilled into him though, couldn't it? Go, well, if you want to come in, mate, You know what I mean? You want to earn that 10 million a year. You've
Yeah, but you
got
want you want a player though that's already got that in his game, so he's just gonna slot straight into the Zerbi system.
well, see, this is why I do like the idea of Ramos from PSG. He
Yeah,
presses very well. Do you know what I mean? He's got a very good engine. I know Vlahovic is got his weaknesses to his game in regards to the pressing and stuff, but we all know he knows where the back of the net is.
yeah,
And I think with Kudos one side, Savino the other, drilling crosses into him left, right, and centre and all angles, he will find goals. Do you know what I mean?
yeah.
I think Ramos would offer more to the team, like more teamwork side of things, but I don't know. For a free transfer, well, we all know he's better than Richie and Solanke. I think we can all admit that one, can't we?
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's where I'm at with the strikers. I mean, if we're going down the road, what we have been doing over the last few years in buying younger players, look at Dortmund, younger striker, Maximilian Bayer. I like him. I think he's a very good player. Got budget.
I think we need a proven player, don't we? Like someone in
Yeah.
the prime.
Would you take Garassi from Dortmund?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would.
How old is he?
Unfortunately, he's 29.
Oh, is he?
But you know, like what Drogba did. Drogba didn't like his career burst onto the scene quite late in his career, didn't he? Do you know what I mean? I think he signed for Chelsea when he was 25, 26.
Yeah.
That's like late for a player in their career to like all of a sudden become world class. Do you know what I mean?
But why can't we get someone like Garassi as well as a younger striker?
Well, it all depends how much money we've got to spend this summer, because we've got to take into consideration we're only playing one game a week. We haven't got European football, so we've lost £100 million in revenue just there.
Yeah, but we shouldn't with PSR and everything, or with money coming in. We have money coming in anyway, so we should still have plenty of money to spend.
Well, yeah, true. I mean, like you say that, when I say you like PSR is all brought in and stuff like that. That's why I'm all for.
So
That's, do you know what I mean? I think because why we've got all this stuff off the pitch, like the concerts, the events and stuff like that brings revenue to the club. Yeah, I like him.
Nice.
I love
I would have said I would love Thiago from Brentford.
I love Igor Thiago.
I'd love him.
He's come out of nowhere, isn't he?
Trouble is, you'll get some fans saying, "Well, he's a one-season wonder," or "Oh, he's only done it at Brentford."
Oh, hang on a minute. Well, Harry Kane apparently a one-season wonder as well. Oh, look, the rest is history.
But people say about Solanke and it only doing it for 1 year at Bournemouth and all that stuff. You get people moaning about that as well.
Yeah, I know, but will Igor Thiago cost the same amount as what we pay for Solanke? I don't know.
I think he would.
Yeah, but do you know what I mean?
But he's a goal scorer.
He's a goal scorer, and he's going to be starting up front for Brazil, isn't he? This World Cup, him and Pedro.
Yeah. Okay. So
I reckon about that 70 million.
I don't. Who was Thiago at before he was at Brentford?
I'll look it up. No, I'll look it up now.
No, I think it's 70 million, I reckon. Yeah, you know what? That doesn't surprise me. No, it doesn't surprise me at all. So we can write that one off, can't we? Trouble is with Thiago, it is a risk to pay 70 million on him when he has only done it one season in the Premier League. Yeah, we spent all that money on Solanke, and he spent all that money.
They signed him from Club Brugge.
Okay. Oh no. Okay.
another another league we should be doing a bit of shopping in. Do you know what I mean? Bruges and Lugaret. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, the Belgian league has got so many hidden gems. It's scary.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, would you take Solis from Club Bruges as a left wing option?
I don't know much about him, to be honest.
Yeah, look him up, mate. He's a special player. He's a good
Yeah.
player. Very, very good player. There's loads of players like Hauger from Glimp, from Bodo Glimp. Hauger, great player.
Yeah. Good
I would
player,
take him in a heartbeat. And these are players that are not going to cost you an arm and leg because, like, these smaller clubs like Brugge and the Bodo, that, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That they know where they are in the pecking order, and they know what they can get and can't get for their players. I mean, if you look at statistics and stuff like that, Solis and Hauger are probably 70 to 80 million pound players in their current seasons they've had.
Yeah.
But their current clubs, no, they're not. They're only probably going to get half that for them. So, but yeah, there's a lot of players. I mean, what about? I was just looking at winger options. Really, I mean, what about Adeyemi from Dortmund? Would you take him?
Yeah, I'd have him all day long.
Yeah, I would. I like him, even though he walks around with a gun in his pocket.
Does he? What do you mean?
You see that? He got nicked for it, didn't he? Having a gun.
Does he?
Yeah. Bit of a fight.
Ataluch is the one I want.
It's another one. He's not going to cost through the roof. 50 million tops. Akliouche would be. Do you know why I say yes to more so than most other players? Not only can he play on the right, he can play on the left, but he can also play that.
There's a number 10, don't he?
Do you know what I mean? He can play in multiple positions. That is why I love Akliouche.
Yeah.
What was he? 22, nearly 23.
Yeah.
He's got that high ceiling. Do you know what I mean? So I'm all for that. Do you know what I mean? I would take him. He would be, for me, is a really good backup to Kudus. And Kudus is another one, though. Do you know what I mean? Like, he's not going to have another signing because he only played the first 3 months for us till January. Then he got injured for the rest. So he's going to come back fresh as a daisy, ready to go. But now he's actually playing for a manager now who actually plays to his strengths.
Yeah.
Unlike Frank. Frank, with him, it was literally that style of play under Frank was so predictable, wasn't it? It was literally Vicario gets the ball, passes it to Porro. Porro then blasts it down the wing for Kudus. That was it. Yeah. That was our style of play because we had no other outlet. We had no Madison there. Xavi was new, trying to find his feet. All the players were just hiding from the ball.
Yeah.
And you had people moaning at Kudus saying, mate, put the ball in the box. Just do this, do that. There's no one there. You've got our lone striker being marked by two centre-backs. You had Xavi on the corner, other side
apparently,
of the yard box.
Dave, sorry. Apparently, you know the golden cockerel on well, I see it on Facebook. The golden cockerel has put.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
but they've screenshotted a news article from someone called Juiced Blue Waff or something. I think he must be Dutch, saying Jan Paul van Heckler is not talking to any other club. It's only Tottenham he's interested in joining. It says the Orange International is awaiting agreement between Brighton and Hove Albion and Tottenham Hotspur, but it's no longer speaking with any other club. Personal terms agreed. More to follow. So it's only Spurs.
What's this I've just read? I've just opened up my Facebook, right? First thing that popped up is a Facebook page I follow, We Are Spurs. And it said
they're crap.
Chelsea.
They're crap, mate. They're crap.
Yeah, they are crap.
I've unfollowed them. They said something the other day. They printed a story the other day. It was the most ridiculous, most load of bollocks I've heard in my life. And in the end, I was like, you know what? I'm following them. They're rubbish.
Aren't they the same ones that come out with Victor Osimhen as well?
Yeah.
Fucking hell. Yeah, it said Chelsea's Ibrahim Rabaj is set to join Spurs for a reported fee of £25 million. I've never heard of this kid.
Who?
Exactly. Ibrahim Rabaj. Apparently he's a young Chelsea prodigy.
Have you noticed also? Have you seen a lot of these websites, like a lot of African Tottenham fans, and they seem to always know this. They always seem to know the story before anyone else does. They were like saying this. I'm like, and I've not heard any ITK print it, but they always say such and such. Here we go, and all that stuff. And I'm like, that's funny how they always know the story before everyone else.
Is that the Spurs chat Facebook page?
No, it's Tottenham Hotspur something. It's on Facebook. I've seen it.
Oh, God, yeah, because I'm on one in Spurs chat and it's got absolutely thousands of African people and they're fucking crappy analysis bus.
And then they always put like, here we go, such and such is joining Spurs and all this stuff. And I'm like, isn't it funny? Ornstein and Romano hasn't said it, but they have.
Yeah. Everything on. Apparently, Newcastle were to sell Bruno Guimaraes, it will cost £80 million minimum.
Pay it.
Mate, yeah, absolutely. They're just literally everything over social media at the moment is all about Christian Eriksen, bless him. Heartbreaking, isn't it? Poor bloke. Do you know what I mean? I think now, right, just knock it on the head, mate. Knock it on the head, because in the day you're still young, right? And you've got a young family. Just knock it on the head, right? Your health's more important than your career.
Who does he play for, club wise?
Did Man United release him?
Yeah.
Who did he go to? I don't know.
Oh, he's at Wolfsburg. Dave.
What's that?
He's at Wolfsburg.
Yeah. Here we go. Here's an interesting one. Oh, this is that We Are Spurs again. Look, update on Luka Vuskovic. Luka Vuskovic and his representatives have reportedly attempted to place certain demands on Tottenham and new head coach Roberto De Zerbi ahead of next season. However, De Zerbi's stance is clear. The Spurs boss wants Vuskovic back in North London, but has made it known that no player will be guaranteed regular game time. Every minute on the pitch must be earned through performances, commitment, and competition in training. The decision now rests with Vuskovic. He can return to Tottenham and fight for his place in the Zerbi squad on pursuit of a permanent move elsewhere. Spurs are understood to value the highly rated Croatian starlet at 60 million plus, and are reluctant to sanction another loan spell, believing it could negatively impact his long-term transfer value. All is firmly in Vuckovic's call. Yeah. I'm not messing around when I say this, right? After what I've seen from him last season.
Yeah, I've just heard that, mate. I just mentioned it a minute ago, but yeah, apparently, yeah, that's what I heard as well, mate. Yeah. I reckon that'll get done tomorrow. Either tomorrow or Tuesday. And Savino by the end of the week. We'll get
Yes, come on. I'm just reading it now. Spurs Army, another Facebook page I follow. They're just reporting it from other sources off X, like of a journalist, Juice Blauwoff.
Yeah.
Football International. Obviously, he's a Dutch media outlet on Dutch football, saying Tottenham have now agreed personal terms with Jan-Paul van Hecker. He only wants Spurs. The Dutch international is waiting agreement between Brighton and Spurs. He's no longer speaking with any other club. He wants Tottenham. You're right there, Ant, mate. That's going to be announced within the next few days.
I reckon if not tomorrow, it'll be Tuesday.
Yeah.
I reckon we'll have 2 here we goes this week.
Would you reckon Savino's going to be the other one?
Yeah.
What else is there? Oh, do you know it'd be easy if I just went on Twitter? Do you know what I mean? Because Twitter updates by the second, doesn't it?
Yeah. Oh yeah, my last TikTok video. You know how many views is that?
What?
Like 5,000.
Mate, why don't we do a live on there?
I know we shouldn't. It. I'll figure out how to do it.
Yeah, we'll do it then. Set it up, mate.
I'll figure it out. I don't know how to do it. I know how to do a live, but I don't know if we can do it like a joint stream, or I don't know if I might add. I have to add you to one, or I don't know how it works live. So I've never done it.
Oh, come on, Spurs. What are we doing? Just give them the fucking money.
Yeah.
What's another 5 million to a club that's worth near enough 4 billion? What is another 5 million, for Christ's sake?
I know.
Let's go Fabrizio Morano. What's he reported recently? Oh, he's got his pin ones. Oh, fucking hell. Bayern Munich pissed Real Madrid bought Michael Olise, didn't they?
I was there.
But Bayern have responded saying we're not a selling club. We want to build.
Anyway, mate, I might talk that tonight.
Yeah, go for it, mate.
Cool.
No, it's all gone quiet over X. It's all literally just and everything literally football world is all Christian Eriksen at the moment.
Yeah,
let's just
say
apparently he's conscious and he's
he walked
okay.
off the pitch. Apparently he walked off the pitch.
Yeah, he's doing all right. That's what matters.
Yeah, cool. Anyway, thanks to everyone that came on and left their comments. And if you could give us a like and a sub, that'd be great. Much appreciated. And me and Dave will definitely much appreciate it. All the support we can get. Big up, everyone. And see you in the next live. And come on, you Spurs.
You Spurs. Thank you, guys. Much appreciated.